I mean, I've always been joking around and stuff, and then I actually started as a duo. You know, me and my boy, we started the Stone Padres, and we sucked. We sucked really bad as a duo. But then, I don't know, I kind of just started loving the vibe. I've always been entertaining and stuff, and I've always been on stage since I was like a kid, singing and stuff like that. And I don't know, just the roar of laughter and just the pressure of just trying to think that your material is funny, you know, somebody relating to you or you actually relate to them. Like, it was just like an addiction that I just couldn't let go, you know? It was a mess. Like I said, when I first started with the duo thing, so we was just chaos. It was just, we had no actual solid material or punchlines, and then that's when I started learning stuff and you know, started reading like Judy Carter books and documentaries and everything. I started working on it. So my first solo one, I tried my material, and as usual, I bombed. And I don't know, it was just something that just made me want to go back and do it again, because it was a challenge. So when I first started doing it, and I just felt that that first vibe of me alone on stage just wasn't funny enough, I was just like, I had to keep on trying. My favorite comedy special is Chris Rock 99. Bigger, better, blacker. Always. That's always been my favorite one. Because that was like the first stand-up like I've ever seen by myself. And I was like 14. So, you know, in the 90s, shit that he used to say was just like, oh my God. And I'm like 14 years old, and he's talking about jerking off while the wife ain't home and stuff. I was like, oh my God. And my favorite comics like Eddie Griffin. You know, he's always down to earth. He keeps real with what he says. Doesn't hurt any, you know, doesn't care about hurting anybody's feelings. So, you know, those are like, that has always been my like my favorite comedians, and like my favorite special is Chris Rock's. Yeah. I've had the humble stuff. I love the like the basic '90s TGIF, '90s sitcom kind of stuff, you know, and then uh, just just pretty much any kind of TV shows in general, son. But just something for me to laugh, you know. That's just, yeah. Chappelle, when he used to have his show, you know, I cannot stand Key and Peele. Like, they're just a bunch of rip-offs, and all their jokes are just based on interracial humor. That's just nothing but mixed black and white, and everybody can eat that up, but not where I'm from. I'm more into the documentary kind of stuff, and the one I've recently just seen that I love, I think I just put on my top place, is called Dying Laughing. Like, came out last year, and it's just a whole bunch of comedians and just talking about how bad their experiences are and what still urges them to keep going. You know, I watch it, and it just re-sparks a flame under to just keep going. I actually would have to say something like Gabriel Iglesias. I mean, I'm not too fond of his humor. Like, you know, I'm not too big on sound effects and everything. But due to the fact that it's all about Latin humor, you know, I'll probably like to tour with him, like Felipe Esparza and stuff like that. You know, just to stick with the Latin crowd. But I'm more from the hood, from the Bronx. So, I mean, whoever would take me. That's how I see it. I want Eddie Griffin to roast me. I want Chappelle to roast me. Tino from New York. He's, you know, at the Carmen Lounge. Esteban Tino Romero. I want him to roast me because he's got puns for days. I don't know. Let me see. I would have CK roast me, and Silverman. I actually want to get into writing. You know, I love comedy, but you know, there's a lot of things up here that I could just turn into so many things. Like, I just want to let it out. So yeah, I'm more thinking about like script writing or like you know, TV shows or movie-based writing. It's like I want to get into writing. I'm hoping to at least have some type of TV slot on a resume, at least headshots, something. I've been doing comedy for 8 years and don't have headshots. So, wherever I see myself in 5 years, at least a regular at a real club, and just be a local name or something. You can find me on Snapchat. Marvin is funny. Marvin space is IZ funny. Marvin IZQ on YouTube, Facebook, and that's it, because I don't really have anything else. I don't do Instagram and none of that stuff, and I'm not a bird to be tweeting. That I'm a funny guy, like they like my story, and just that I'm funny, so it's pretty much what it is, right? We all all have like some type of low self-esteem issues or some kind of personal issues, so kind of feel like we need the laughter, so it's what it's kind of about. Yeah. This is Marvin Izquierdo. Marvin is funny. Come check out my comedy interview at cutiepod.com.